Arsenal Football Club, Mikel Arteta and his boys, they have actually worked so hard this season in Champions League to have progressed to the next round of 16 effortlessly. As a matter of fact, it has been confirmed that Arsenal is now guaranteed top two finish in this season's Champions League phase. It has been confirmed that they will finish top two. And as a result, Arsenal will now play the second leg of each of their knockout ties this season at home. Yes, the second leg of each of the knockout ties of Champions League, Arsenal Champions League this season, will be played at Emirates Stadium, the second leg, which is actually another advantage for Arsenal in this season's Champions League. Recall, last season, Arsenal finished semi-final. They got to the semi-final before we were eliminated by PSG. But guess what? My prediction this season is that Arsenal will definitely get to the final. And finger crossed, this season might be that season we will shut the mouth of our mockers, rival fans that have been mocking us for our inability to lift Champions League. Now, I have been getting some questions in my DM, some of my followers who ask, what does it mean for Arsenal to have been guaranteed top two finish? That's like, they don't really understand. Now, let me explain it. Let me break it down. What it means that the league phase matches of this season's Champions League remains one game to go, which will be played next week. And Arsenal will host Kazakhstan club known as FC Kairat Almaty at home. We will host them at Emirates Stadium next week. Despite the fact that the likes of Declan Rice and Mikel Merino are not going to be available for that match because of the yellow card they received in our last match against Inter Milan at San Siro, it's a match I think even Arsenal third team will comfortably win this FC Kairat Almaty at Emirates Stadium next week. So, it's a sure game for us. Nothing short of 3 points against that team comes next week. Now, the second position in Champions League table this season so far is Bayern Munich. It's 18 points and 13 goal difference, while Arsenal, the first position, has 21 points and 18 goals difference. So, whatever the result is next week against FC Kairat Almaty, even if we lose to FC Kairat Almaty, that is, we still have 21 points, 18 goal difference. And Bayern, that will be traveling to Netherlands to play against PSV. Remember, Bayern has 18 points, 13 goal difference. So even if Bayern wins and Arsenal lose to FC Kairat, Bayern will now have the same points, 21-21 with Arsenal. But they will need not less than 6 goals. Currently, they have 13 goals difference. Arsenal has 18 goals difference. So, Bayern will need not less than 6 goals to be ahead of Arsenal with goal difference, assuming Arsenal did not win their last Champions League match against FC Kairat. So, this is the explanation. So, whatever happens, Arsenal will definitely be in top 2. So if this scenario happens, like Bayern scoring more than 6 goals and Arsenal not being able to win their last match, Arsenal will still be in top 2. Worst comes worst, Arsenal will be in second position, Bayern will be in first position. But I don't see it happening. Arsenal will still remain in first position in the league phase of this season's Champions League. Now, what are the advantages? Number one advantage is that Arsenal and Bayern, who are the top 2 teams in this season's Champions League, will automatically qualify. Will be among the top 8 teams that will automatically qualify to round of 16. There will be no playoff. They will have enough rest, less risk, And again, these top 2 teams will now have an advantage of best seeding, as they will avoid the elite teams early in the knockout stages. of this season's Champions League. That is, Arsenal and Bayern will not meet stronger teams, in the first knockout stage. That is the round of 16. So that is the advantage of finishing top 2 in the league phase of this season's Champions League. And remember, I said that Arsenal, their second leg of each of their knockout ties this season will be played at Emirates Stadium at home. That is another advantage for Mikel Arteta and the boys. So this will actually help or pave way for Arsenal to progress with ease to semi and final stages of this season's Champions League. Finger crossed, this season might actually be that season we will rejoice and bring home the Champions Trophy. So I'm very, very positive. I'm very, very, optimistic that Mikel Arteta and the boys, they are ready to deliver for us to get this trophy for us this season. So this is actually what it means for Arsenal to have been guaranteed top 2 in the league phase of this season's Champions League.